Alright, everyone, I'm here to give you my Walking Dead review. This is, well, what time is it? Well, this is last night's episode, because it's now midnight. It's a little bit after midnight. It's 12:13 a.m., but this is last night's. So it's for, what's today's date? What's today's date? Today's date is, so it's for March 1st, 2015, because today's date's March 2nd, 2015. And it's called, I think it's called, what's it called? I don't even know. How do I find that? It's on the bottom. Remember. So, this was a great episode. I watched the whole thing. I didn't really bother stopping doing commercials I just wanted to get it up and watch the whole thing. So it starts off, the group enters, it's called Alexandria. I think they did say that last name, but I just assumed it was somebody's name. I didn't know it was actually the name of the town. But it's called Alexandria. Okay, I just lost. So yeah, but it's called Alexandria. They tell them that they have to hand over the weapons if they want to stay, and Rick's like, who says we want to stay? We're just going to check the place out. And we meet Nicholas, by the way, too. And Aaron says that they have to talk to, what's her name? Oh, fuck. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get the name. Let me see if it tells you. I don't think it tells. What's her fucking name? I can't fucking remember names for shit. Hold on. I just gotta get the name real quick, because I don't remember the name. I didn't write it down. Oh, and also before they came in, Dale killed like a possum. That was kind of cool. And he's like, bought you some lunch. Let me just see if I can get the name. But Aaron says you have to talk to.
Everything. If we're going to use them, we would have started already.
Yeah, Rick said if you're going to use them, we would have started.
Let's talk to Deanna first. Who's Deanna?
It's Deanna. I thought it was and she's someone that knows everything about this place. Like that, where they are. And Rick starts before he actually goes, a zombie's about to come up, and he has Sasha kill it, and then Rick says, it's a good thing we came. So then it cuts to the theme song, and then Rick goes to talk to Deanne, and she likes to record all the conversations, because I don't remember why, but she does. She records all of them. I don't really feel like doing the episode in order. I'm just gonna do the episode from the way I want, just because I want to. But Rick doesn't seem sold on this at first. Deanne tells him that she's a good person. She asks Rick what he did before, and Rick's like, what does it matter? And then she says it does matter. We find out that she came in when this all started. She was in like a Congress kind of job, and she lets I want to get to bed kind of too, so I'm just gonna do this kind of quickly. And her husband was an architect, and he helped build up the wall from the mall. They were originally building a mall, so they just built the wall there. And Rick said they should keep it closed because it would keep people safe. Rick talks about how he has a child that he wants. Then there will be he wants to raise them somewhere safe. He also says that what else does he say? I'm trying to remember. He also says that he was a sheriff before, a cop, and Deanne says she's gonna find him a job. I don't really remember exactly what they say, just because I only watched it once. But Rick says he's suspicious about this place. He said he had to kill people that seemed like they was his family because he didn't have a choice. Stuff like that. And throughout the episode, it shows video clips of the same thing, of Carl talking to this girl, to Deanne, and he said he had to kill his. He said he had to kill his mom, Daryl, and he doesn't really seem too sold about being here. He says it puts a roof over a baby's in a boy's head, and then Carol wants to be here. She said it seems like a good community. This is a place we needed. She talks about what her purpose was in the group, that she was like the den mother, and she wants to be part of the communities. Glenn says that they've been out there, they were almost out there too long, and they need to come here before they get too far broke. Michonne says, gets an interview with her and says that she has to stay there because she wants to stay there. She wants a job. You know, she's pretty much sold on this. And then they get their houses. Well, this doesn't happen next. This happened throughout the episode. But they all get separate houses, and they're actually pretty nice houses. And they actually have running water, which they haven't had in a while. And Rick takes a shower, and then he shaves his beard and mustache. Thank God, he needed a shave. Now, I was going to say something before, but I had bad facial hair myself, so I didn't have a right to judge, but he needed a beard. And the reason why I felt the episode was so weird because of this, because I don't even remember the last time we saw Rick like that. I think it might have been season 1 or season 2, because he had this beard growing for like forever. So it was just so weird to see him like that. And then he meets this new person, Jessie, who works at the pantry. We found out that she used to be a hairstylist among like 1,000 things. That she has a kid, and she cuts Rick's hair. She has a kid. She has 2 kids, but one of them's Carl's age. And she asked if they would like to have a play date. She doesn't say play date, but she says, would you like to come over sometime? When was the last time Rick probably got that question? I'm just saying. And then, what happens next? So then Michonne makes a comment about the stuff. Dale doesn't seem too sold about being here. He hasn't even taken a shower yet. Rick says that, and then later on, Deanne says he has jobs for Rick, Michonne, and he's not really too sure about Dale yet. He's going to have to wait. She's still looking more into him. And then, what happens next? Rick, everybody but Dale goes to inspect the place. Rick talks about the story how him and Laura used to do the same thing. And then Rick loses Carl, so he freaks out. The reason I think he freaked out is because normally if you lost him on the outside, you have to freak out because there's like a ton of zombies outside. So Rick freaks out. He breaks like something that was Jesse's, and Jesse helps him find Carl, and Carl then goes over Jesse's house. We meet Mikey, some other guy, and Eden. And we find out actually that the big kids go to schools at nights and the little kids go to schools in the mornings, or vice versa. And Carl's kind of really weird about this. And Eden just came back from was just taken in 3 months ago, so she's she's not very talkative. And these people are asking him, "You want to play video games? You want to do the pool table?" And Carl just doesn't really know what to say, so it's like, let's just do video games. And Carl is worried that if they stay here too long, they're going to become weak. He likes the place, but that's how he feels. So then Rick and Michonne are up, and Michonne thinks this is a good community, but it's a little bit suspicious. So then Rick goes to take a walk, and when he takes his walk, we meet Jesse's husband. I don't know his name, but he seemed very suspicious, like he abuses her or something, because he's like, my wife gave you a haircut. Like, when we met the husband, he was like smoking a cigarette, but he seemed very suspicious. Anything else worth noting? I just don't really feel like going in order. I'm just going to go off whatever I feel like. This occasionally happens sometimes. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just I'm tired, so I want to get to bed. Glenn, Taylor, which I forgot Taylor even existed. Not gonna lie, I actually did. And and who else? Glenn, Taylor, and somebody else. The fuck else went? Oh, Noah. I'll go out with the one with this guy named Aiden and some other guy. I don't know his name. And Nicholas. And they all go out for a run, and Aiden's like, I come off as a dick and asshole, but this is the way to survive. You have to do exactly what I say. Because last time people didn't... That's what happened last time when people died. So, this was a weird scene. They were going to chain up this zombie. And he's telling Taylor to do it, rip off his skin so they can, tear it up. And Glenn stabs the knife into the zombie's head and kills it. And Glenn says, "You were going to kill her." So I'm going to get back to that. Then Rick goes outside the place and I guess goes to look for his gun, but it's not there. So I wonder if someone took it. And then him and Carl are out there too, because Carl was out there looking for Eden, because he was just going to leave this place. And Carl and Rick kill the zombies out there. Dale still hasn't taken a shower yet, by the way, and Carol's like, you need to adjust to this place. This seems like a good place, but Dale doesn't care. And then Aiden and Glenn get into it. They get like a face-off confrontation, and Glenn beats him up. And Deanne says that Rick's group's part of this community class in all ways, and you have to deal with that. But Rick doesn't seem sold on this. Well, Dale doesn't seem sold on this. He just leaves. And Rick and Michonne are going to be cops. She called it something else. I don't remember the name of it. And they accept. And then outside, Rick is talking to Carol and Dale. And Rick says that Carl's worried that Carol is also worried that this place could make us weak, but Rick says that's not going to happen. We're not going to let it happen. Rick says that, and they've been sleeping in the same house, so Rick says we have to start sleeping in separate houses. We're ready for that. But Rick says that if these people can't survive in this world, we're going to take this place, and that's how the episode ended. I don't really think there was anything else mainly important happen. But if there was, comment down below, because I'm really tired. I want to get to bed, so yeah. Anyhow, as for this episode, I thought it was actually a pretty good episode, just because it was cool to see the transformation. Rick was has to adjust to this. This is like how life is now. Like, this is how life is in this world. Rick has to adjust to that. So it's not, and the group itself too. Glenn, Dale, it's going to take time for them to adjust to that. So, Rick's a cop again. I'm not really sure who Rick could arrest. So is Rick just going to, but I kind of want to see a story. Maybe Rick has to arrest one of his friends and he's forced to, and then he doesn't want to. That would kind of be cool, but that's not going to happen. But Rick, I thought that was so cool. But that was the main focus of the episode, was to see Rick's group adjust. I liked the interviews they had with Deanne. I liked the confrontation. I'm not really too sure about this. I think this place is going to be a good place, but eventually, I'm not really sure yet. Jesse's boyfriend, well, husband, seems sketchy. Jesse seems decently hot. I definitely probably would like to fuck her. I wouldn't like mind doing that. This episode reminded me that Taylor exists. I forgot she existed in my life. Well, not my life, but in this. Technically, it's my life if I have to see you on TV. That was about it. So that's pretty much it, guys. If there's anything I'm missing in this episode... Oh, and Carla does say to Eden, you don't like me, do you? And then she doesn't say anything. So they're going to do some sort of story with that. And I think this could be a good... it's going to be weird to see him in this part, because in like the real world now, because we haven't seen it for so long, but at least it's something new for the show, because it'd probably get boring if they were just out there all the time. But this place could still be sketchy, though. We're not really sure about that yet. I do think, however, that it's going to be a good show. I'm just rambling pretty much, so I'm just going to end the video. If you want to subscribe and watch the other Walking Dead reviews on the playlist, and you want to watch any other video I've done on this channel, you can click right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back at some point in time to review another show. And I'm not even going to say I'm going to be back next week to review another episode of The Walking Dead, because I have no idea when I'll be doing another one. Just expect them when they come. From now on, there's going to be no schedules when it comes to videos in general, just because I'm in school right now, and I'm just a very busy guy now. I'm going to be busy this week because I have driver's ed tutoring to do. So just expect the videos of any kind when you get them. I'm just going to do it whenever I feel like it. So that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.